pessoal do Canal F, tudo bom? Ontem vocês viram a entrevista que o correspondente Losekan fez com o ex-Beatle Paul McCartney sobre o novo disco dele. E agora, aqui no Canal F, você vê mais um pouquinho dessa conversa.
Where are you from?
Brazil. It's from the southeast state.
Brazil.
Yes.
We love Brazil.
This new CD, where you have the idea to do this?
When I was a little boy, growing up in Liverpool, the biggest event of the year was the New Year's Eve party. And it was a sing-along. So one of the people, one of the grown-ups, would play piano, and then everyone else would sit around the room. They'd roll the carpets up. Everyone would sit around, and they'd sing all the songs while the pianist played them. My dad was the pianist, so he'd do, and everyone, the red robin comes up. So it was a big sing-along. So I was just a kid, but it's always great memories for me. All these songs remind me of that beautiful evening in the year, you know? So I think that's where I started to love these songs. And my dad used to play them on the piano. So I grew up knowing all these old songs from his era. And then rock and roll happened, and I got into the Beatles and changed my taste in music, more rock and roll. But I always remembered these songs, so I always said one day I'd like to make an album of these old songs.
And the time is now.
Yeah.
What kind of song you sing when you are in the shower?
Depends.
Beatles?
It depends. It can be anything, you know. It really depends. It might be a new song I'm writing. It might be one of the songs off this album. It can be anything. The shower, you know, we can do anything in the shower.
What do you think when people sing your songs?
I love it. I love it. Some people say to me, yeah, but some people have done some bad versions of your songs. I say there's no such thing as a bad version for me because they're singing my song. So I love it. You know, I feel very proud. In fact, I almost can't believe that people would sing my songs. You know, I still have a feeling like that's a wonderful thing. You know, maybe I should by now, because people have been singing them for years. Maybe I should have got used to it, and I should think, yeah, so they sing. But I don't. It's always like, ooh, he's doing my song, you know. So, yeah, I love it.
Do you think this can become something as common as Beatles songs or something like that?
Well, you know, I don't know. The Beatles songs are very hard to beat, you know, because, you know, it's a very special thing. The interesting thing about it is the Beatles songs are based on these old songs.
Yeah.
Because me and John both grew up knowing these old songs. So when we started to write, even though rock and roll was coming in and we still had these old ideas at the back of our heads. So something like Here, There and Everywhere, a Beatles song, it goes to lead a better life. It still has a little bit at the front of it, which is like an old song. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think the Beatles songs probably will be easier to remember and sing because they had so much publicity and things. But these old songs they're favorites of mine. And a lot of people, I think, will hopefully enjoy them.
Do you intend to make shows or some gigs from this?
From this album?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I haven't planned any yet, but I certainly will sing songs from the album in my shows. But at the moment, we're going to do the Grammys, and then we do a couple of shows in LA with this new album. That'll be the first time we perform it. But so that's going to be interesting because the thing for me is I've always got a guitar or a piano. So there's always something for me to hide behind. And when these songs, there's nothing. So it's a completely different experience. But, you know, I like different experiences.
How do you classify this CD?
Yeah, it's difficult to classify it. I suppose romantic standards, maybe, although there's 2 on there that I wrote, so they're not standards yet. It's romantic, it's kind of a little bit jazz, a little bit romance. For me, there's a lot of memories. It's very mellow.
Yes.
It's very relaxing, which I like.
Easy to sing as well, because you know what is amazing? Everybody asked me, ask him how he can stay in the stage for 3 hours without water. You know, how he
Everyone
can.
says that.
This one is gonna be easy.
I know, that's what everyone started saying a couple of years ago. It was the girls always said it. And you never have a drink of water. I'm going, yeah. But you know what the answer is? It's because I'm used to it. It's like a footballer who's, you know, Pele or somebody. He's used to it. People say, how can you run up and down the pitch and kick that ball for, what is it, 2 hours? And he said, because I'm used to it. So for me, I'm used to it. And the drink of water thing is, I always say, can you imagine the Beatles going, she loves you, yeah, yeah. I go, yeah, yeah, we didn't do it. Elvis Presley, you know, oh, come baby, yeah. Where I'm from, you didn't do that. Nobody drank water.